come to work, how you show up. Not for that big sales meeting, but every day when you show up, how you're going to show the other people in the office, on your team, what you're willing to do and what you're willing to sacrifice and give to make that team better. And that's why I say, you guys have all heard this, you know, there's no I in team, right? Do you agree with that? How many agree with that? Well, I don't. And I'll tell you why. I think there's a difference between I and me. When you talk about the me, now there's someone who's only thinking about themselves. When I say there is an I in team, it's because I think that you as an individual, when you come to work every day, need to be thinking, what can I be doing to make myself a better person, a better player in my instance, that will in turn make my team a better team. It's not about me, but it's about what I can be doing to help elevate the team to another level. And when you have all your teammates doing that, you'll find that you have the ability for those 11 individuals in my case to play at a level beyond what anyone thought we could ever do. And that was a big reason for our success. In my preparation, I looked at it, I see 3 parts to it. I look at the fundamentals, and unfortunately, fundamentals, even when the times are tough, we always went back to the fundamentals of our offense in those 2-minute drills when we really needed to do things instead of grasping at the air and trying to get the ball down the field, even though we had people who could get it down there like Jerry Rice. We went back to the fundamental part of the game when we were behind and tried to build from there. The other part was trying to prepare for those unexpected things that someone in your business can help you with, or it's been involved in the game or our game, to tell you the little things. And the other came late in my career, unfortunately for me, was I met a guy that taught me how to prepare with perfection in mind, to be perfect, to want to strive to be perfect. I ran into a guy when I got in the NFL named Bill Walsh. And Bill really took that preparation to another level. The reason I talk about preparation, because as a quarterback, 75% of my ability comes from a mental part of the game and the preparation that we put in on the practice field, but more so off the practice field. And Bill got me and tried to teach me how to want to be perfect when I stepped on the field. So you can't be satisfied with 50% completion. I said, can you imagine if you stepped into going to work and you want to be mediocre? What if you don't make mediocre? You're way down there, and he goes, I don't want you on my team if you're down below that part. So if you aim for perfection and you miss it, you're pretty dang good still if you fall short. I mean, he paid attention to the details of the game, the footwork of the quarterback. It was a big part of what I did. You know, I'm not the biggest, strongest player, but it was about my feet. It was about throwing the ball to the receiver so he could catch it. Not so he'd have to dive for it. That's going to happen sometimes. But he said, you can see the guy running a hook. You can see where the defender's from. I want you to throw the ball to the opposite number so that receiver knows to turn and run that direction. That way he doesn't get hit in the face when he turns and makes a catch. When you're running a crossing route, he goes, I want the ball 12 inches in front of the numbers. So I don't want it out here 2 feet or back here a foot behind him. So you got guys like Ronnie Lott trying to kill these guys coming across the middle. So let's make their job a little bit easier. And he demanded that. And what happens when you start doing that, you start building your work ethic and showing your teammates what you're willing to do and how you're willing to come to work every day. That work ethic then builds what I think is the glue to a great team, and that's trust.